Hey, welcome back, you guys, lords and ladies. Thank you for joining me today. This is episode 58 of my series, Bohemian Rhapsody. I am your liege lord. Thank you for joining me. Let's continue our campaign. No, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're jumping right in because we have a lot to do before our ruler dies. What's actually really funny, what's really funny is that between the episodes, I kind of extended his life a little bit. Not necessarily, I didn't mean to do it. I guess I kind of meant to do it. I trained for a tournament, and one of the outcomes is getting strong. And even though has cancer, apparently he's strong now. So we're no longer ailing. Now we're feeling fine. So we extended our life a little bit, and that's not a bad thing because I have some claims that I haven't jumped on yet. I have one more, just one that we need to finish. We're going to fight Italy and take this little piece from them, and then whatever claims we have against the Byzantines, we'll jump on those next. So we might be fighting the Byzantines this episode. They have 47,000 men. And they're allied with the Pope? Very interesting. That's their only external alliance, is the Pope. The Pope wouldn't dare to fight me. We'll see what happens. Another thing that I did, it has to do with a marriage, not Dynasty of Many Crowns. We've got that down. I got an alliance with Jerusalem. I got one of my daughters married off to the heir of Jerusalem. It's not matrilineal marriage. They're going to be born into his house. But we've already got Dynasty of Many Crowns nailed down, so I'm not worried about this. This is just an external alliance. Now, there is a downside that Jerusalem, upon getting attacked by all of these people around them, which is, there's a high likelihood of that happening, I'm going to get pulled into wars. But I don't mind. Now, let's go. I'm going to befriend my steward. I'm already friends with my realm priest, so we got that already. I'm already soulmates with my wife. So we've gotten most of the important counselors befriended. Definitely realm priest, definitely steward, and then the chancellor is good too. My spymaster is coming to me with great. Somebody else is trying to kill my best friend. This is like the third time we've been told about this. My spymaster is on disrupt schemes. Don't worry, dude. There's nothing's gonna happen to you. You're safe. Freddy's got you. And here's the poem. Here we go. Look how look at Freddy's like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these dumb poems. How cruel a mistress is random chance to leave us all this cursed trance. To leave us all in this cursed trance when one so great falls so far. Are fate's cruel whims not simply bizarre? Yeah, they are pretty bizarre. I guess I'm getting stress of relief out of it, so I guess it's good. I'm trying not to neglect my new holdings here. Oh, not these. These. Alright, my son came of age. Good for you. Now go pray to God. Two stables here. Vassals got injured. That's not good. Now, if you see this happening, the Mongols are spreading like wildfire, and there's a high possibility that we're gonna clash. And one thing that I kind of regret doing a little bit is starting to go down this innovation. We're halfway done, so I'm going to let it finish, but I probably should have done standing armies just to help my army out a little bit before the Mongols came invading. But I already started this innovation. I got this started before the Mongols came. So it was just bad timing. I kind of wish I would have gotten the other one. My soulmate Olga stops me in the corridor, grinning from ear to ear. In her hands are two fishing poles. My wife wants to go fishing with me. We have a great trip. So they're coming. I think we'll be fine. I honestly think we'll be fine. Can never find him. Right here. We're going to start building these mines in this new holding that I got. This should be a big moneymaker. Look how many building slots this holding has. So that should... I mean, we're up to 427 gold every month, which is not bad. We're nearing 500. Oh, that's because my steward is off of promote culture. He's on collect taxes now. That's where a lot of that money came from. I'm gonna keep him on that. Almost done. Situation has appeared. My daughter, what's going on? My daughter Sophia is growing up and will one day be expected to take an elevated role in society. Apparently she has decided that today is that day. Father, can I have a destrier? A warhorse for a child? As I ponder the request, I notice my master of horse, Rudolph, glancing at me from across the throne room. At least I now know who my daughter has been talking to recently. Do we give our daughter a warhorse? Look how she turned out. Look how she's turning out with her personality. Sadistic, arbitrary. She gains struggling with destrier. She gets a tiny health penalty. But she'll have gotten what she wanted, and her opinion will go up. I need her to stay alive because she's betrothed to one of the people that's going to help me for Dynasty of Many Crowns. I don't want to hurt her. She's going to get a tiny horse. She's getting a pony instead. I need you to survive, girl. Who was that? Was that the East Franconia? Yeah. 3 years until this marriage is locked in. As their emperor, my vassals owe me their allegiance. My word is law, but how much is obedience without devotion worth? In times of crisis, a slow response or a half-hearted effort can lead to disaster. Can I afford such a risk? Do I want to be generous? A generous liege, I lose some taxes. But my direct vassals' opinions go up. I mean, I am a murderer. But I'll be honest with you guys, opinions aren't that bad. Look at this. Everybody's like in the 90s or 100. So I don't necessarily need the loyalty or the opinion. I have more important women to impress. I can impress the Empress of the Byzantines. Somebody wants to forge regalia and they're legendary? I say absolutely. Okay, let's go, Claim. Come on. I'll do it to my wife. To my beloved Olga. She gave me like 1 billion children. She deserves something. We're friends with our steward. I guess there's no harm in befriending my chancellor, too. No allies, only 1,200 men. Let's go. So my son had his first son, and we don't know what he looks like yet. Does he deserve the name Freddy? Does he deserve the name Freddy that's spelled properly? He's not awful, but he's not a genius. He's not awful, but he's not a genius. But we're gonna give him the name Freddy. Definitely need to raise my entire army. See, that's what I want to see. But remember, I did choose a wife that is underwhelming when it comes to her congenital traits. But her personality is why I married her. She is just quite the character. To say befriend scheme power, yeah. I'm getting out of diplomacy, and while we're still alive, and we're going to be doing a lot of fighting, at least as much as we can while we're still this ruler, we're going into martial lifestyle. My spy master has come to the discovery. He's certain that my courtier, Shmekna, is scheming against my best friend. She's the one that's trying to kill my best friend. Her spouse is one of my acclaimed knights, and he's my master of horse, so if I... Yeah, he's gonna get pissed at me. Just exposed her. My metalsmith, Vladislava, updates me on her progress, droning on about the limits of tongs and bellows. She wants money? My ideas will work well, 89%. 9 stress is nothing. There we go. She's making me regalia, so we want this to be really good. She's very competent. If she was a little better, maybe if she was considered a master or she was renowned and legendary, I'd bring her in. But I have plenty of good people that I can get. It's fine. It's just bringing somebody else into my court that I don't want in my court right now. My court is already filling up with all these kids, as you can see, so... Let's not unnecessarily bloat our court with too many people. I'm just gonna sail into Italy and just cause a path of death and destruction to their capital. This army should be fine by itself. I spot my wife Olga chattering excitedly to Vladislava, listing ideas and suggestions for her regalia. My wife isn't gonna help. She's 28% chance that it's better. Nope, I don't like those odds, wife. Wife, I just gave you like a necklace or something. Didn't I just do that? I'm sorry. Don't be insulted when I say it. Just leave her alone. My royal architect is gone. I always can never find them. Oh my goodness, up here. Trade port? Oh, because it has access to this river? It's a major river, so I can build a trade port here. Hell yeah. Take this gold and leave me alone, please. I'm not trying to duel anybody right now. I'm gonna dismiss her just so I don't keep getting told about this. Just get out. Renown, 0.14, prestige, piety. Wow, pretty much everything. Diplomacy per level of fame. Not a big fan of the fertility plus 25%, but let's check it out. Our dynasty does not need any more fertility. So here, we gotta look at this. Piety 0.5. Piety 0.5. Renown 0.14. Renown 0.14. Prestige 0.25. Prestige 0.20. Tyranny loss traded for fertility, and then spouse opinion traded for diplomacy per level of fame. So the one downside really is that I'd be losing out on a little bit more prestige, and my spouses wouldn't like me as much, but I don't think that's ever been a problem. And tyranny loss has never really been useful. I think fertility, even though we don't need fertility, it's like the last thing we need, it's still more useful to me than tyranny loss. I never have tyranny. Like, I never have it. Because I am a good ruler. So we are going to trade this. I'm missing out on a little bit of prestige. I get it. I don't like that it's called Vladislava's regalia, because it's my regalia. I spent the money for it. But diplomacy per level of fame is pretty good. Oh my goodness. What's our diplomacy now? 39? See, that's why it's worth it to keep, even though you have a legendary item and it's like you have these renowned items and you're like, oh, you know, I don't need to sponsor anymore. Or, I mean, with the money that I have, I might as well just keep sponsoring them. And I'll get something really good, even better than what I have, you know? It's... I don't think we're gonna make it. I was talking too much and I missed that. It's time to come. It's time to. The time has come to treat your cancer. I would recommend drastic measures, but the choice is yours. Doing the mystical treatment has helped us twice in a row. It didn't cure our cancer, but it gave us greatly reduced symptoms. I'm gonna try it again. Amidst told me that Jesus demands a sacrifice. Later that evening, I heard screaming. Following the sound, I found Amidst hunched over a body, panic in his eyes, blood in his hands. It was for the good of the realm, he breathed. I'm still not sure how I feel about what happened, yet I cannot deny that most of my symptoms have gone away. Just because he became a murderer and he killed somebody? I will admit, he's sticking by his loyal trait. That's a pretty loyal dude who thinks that murdering somebody is going to cure my cancer. I got greatly reduced symptoms again. It didn't cure my cancer, but it helped. Wow, why are these mystical treatments constantly working? It's like the one that should work the least. I think I caught him. And we'll just take it right back. You people need to leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. I wasn't fabricating claims that whole war. Damn it. We'll keep an eye on our health. I'm going to gamble, and I'm going to try to get some more claims against the Byzantines before I declare this war. Because I really want to get as many as I can just in one war. No prisoners. So I prepared well. I got a dynasty member here who we're going to make a duke. Oh my god, look at the Mongolians. They're spreading. They're already in the Middle East. Good thing the Byzantine Empire is kind of like a stopgap here. Maybe the Byzantines will try to fight maybe the Mongols will try to fight the Byzantines, and while they're fighting over here, that'll make it easier for me to get my claims here up in the Balkans. Let's hope they clash, the Mongols and the Byzantines clash before we clash. Knight effectiveness +1. I really like blacksmiths. Holding taxes +4%. Let's try to buff our men-at-arms before we have to start worrying about fighting the Mongols, or just anybody who we're fighting. Let's buff our armies a little bit. In about 3 years, we'll get this, and then we'll immediately do standing armies. Okay, let's see how many claims we can get. Let's gamble. Let's do a bit of gambling. Really? This is a king? This is all he owns as a king? He just owns a county? Oh, I guess... So Cyprus is a very tiny kingdom. It's a kingdom and a duchy and a county. He wants to negotiate an alliance with me? No, leave me alone, you little fly, you little bug. I'm not even concerned with you. I'm losing accolades. I didn't create this. This came out of nowhere. I'm gonna definitely... This is my grandson from one of my daughters. This is not... This is... I can have this guy be my knight. It's fine. I need to find another president of the Freddie Mercury fan club. He had another son who got absolutely nothing. He got absolutely nothing. He didn't even get comely like his mom has. Edward. So he's definitely not taking the throne. With Empress Olga's diligent administration of my household's finances, there is more gold at the end of this season than expected. How should I put it to good use? Bribe all my courtiers and vassals? Hostile scheme resistance for 5 years? No, I don't mind if I die soon. I'm gonna save it for now. Let's do one more county. I'm gonna grab this one as well because it's gonna finish this duchy that I have half of. It'll finish it. And then we're also going to be finishing this duchy of Temes. I got all those claims. Ludmilla, my courtier, frets through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last we make our way to dine. She begins sheepishly. My uncle-in-law, they say Count Hinek, your vassal, takes his purported claims on your lands more seriously each day. This nobody, this idiot, this moron, who has no ties to my family at all, which is kind of an anomaly, because most people are associated with me. He maintains he is personally wronged by your continued rule of his rightful domain. Prague? He thinks he has a right to Prague? What? We become rivals with him? You gain trusting liege for 3 years. Nothing happens. He was bluffing. Let's do inconsequential prattle, because that's exactly what it is. Take those stupid berries off your head. He was bluffing. That's what I thought. Go with your instincts. He was trying to claim the capital of my empire. He's got balls. I'll give him that. He's got balls. Okay, just 5 more months and we'll declare this war against the Byzantines and we'll fight our first war with the Byzantines. They're teetering at about 45,000 men. We have 73. I think we should be able to fight them by ourselves. And if I have to, I can hire some men-at-arms or mercenaries. But I think we should be just fine. Moved by my tribulations, Duke Zikmund has offered me his counsel and aid on many occasions, hoping to alleviate the burden of my duties. However, Zikmund's attentions have incurred the ire of Duchess Richsa. Zikmund cannot be trusted. This is merely a ploy to exploit you. This is another opportunity for us to increase our... I think this happened in this guy's lifetime before. I could be wrong, but we're going to increase his diplomacy by 1 permanently. Let's reconcile them. Obviously the best option of all 3 of these. Well done, Freddy. You're a master reconciler, even though you're a deviant murderer. Apparently you have a silver tongue, though. Let's fight the Byzantines. Here we go. I was thinking in my devious mind, can I get 1 more? Let's not take any chances. Now, this is going to be a kind of weird war because the war target is a little spread out. Let's summon our men here. We'll split them. Half will get the war target over here. Half will get the war target over here. And we'll let them come to us if they want to fight. We're just going to focus on the war target first. And we are going to raise everything. What's nice is that she can't afford to hire any mercenaries. Look at her bank account. 2,000 gold. Compared to us, 120,000 gold. So we can just outspend her. Grovelers, go away. You missed your chance. You gotta wait till I'm done. She's considered a master. Her personality is good. She's loyal. Absolutely. That is definitely somebody that I will bring into my court. Of course. Sponsor your inspiration. She wants to forge me a brooch. And maybe we'll get a good brooch. One good enough to replace one of these things. Especially this poem. I know it's bringing me renown, but I'm hoping that I can get something else that's better. That also gives me renown, because I want to get rid of this. It's my worst item. And the Grovelers are just going to have to wait. This is the daughter that just came of age, and she's still betrothed to the current king. matrilineally to the east of East Francia. So we got that locked in. Get married, you two. There we go. So that's East Francia locked in for Dynasty of Many Crowns. Their children are going to be in my dynasty. This army can handle this. I'm confident. East Francia is, what, fighting a civil war? They're fighting a civil war. We'll join it, but I'm gonna focus on my war first. What is she making me? She's making me a brooch. So the Byzantines are stupid, and they attacked us piecemeal. Ooh. It's gonna be close. A little close for comfort. A little too close for comfort, but it's a win. Now you boys quickly get this castle. Come on. Did she just hire some mercenaries? She said she spent a whole bunch of money, so I think she just tried to buy some mercs. Yeah, she bought 2,000 mercenaries. It ain't gonna help ya. Ooh, we can get a dog, maybe? My kinsman Slavibor, an avid hunter, has brought me a man who sells fine hunting dogs. I sell only the best hounds, already trained and ready to join any hunting team with no trouble. He will find none better anywhere in Bohemia, Emperor. Before me is a line of leashed dogs of various sizes and builds, calmly sitting for my appraisal. I gain a scent hound. Beast hound. I want a beast hound. It's a male. I'm drawing a blank here. I wasn't expecting this. I'm sitting here in silence, drawing a blank. Come on, a puppy. A puppy name. Okay, I'm naming it after a YouTube channel that I like very much. His name is Hammy. What a great name. Commander promoted. This ugly guy who is not very impressive. Get out of my castle. At this point in the campaign, you have to really impress me. Like, you have to have, like, 20 or something. Like, 20 prowess. So we just became infirm. I don't know how much longer we have. We got the war declared. Let's hope we stay alive until then. Alright, they're all converging. We should be okay. Come on, boys. Yet another son, who actually turned out better. Okay, you guys are starting to worry me a little bit now. You guys are having children ridiculously fast here. It might be good that my current ruler is about to die, because I want to jump in here and start taking control of this mess. He's better than Freddy. Intelligent, hale, beautiful. Intelligent, robust, beautiful. So far, I'm looking for him to take the throne. Got a Freddy, got an Eddie, need a Teddy. Spelt correctly. Alright, now please slow down, guys. Come on. Development growth plus 20%. Monthly learning lifestyle experience plus 10%. Thank you. Disloyal. This woman is disloyal. Get out. And I think I'm just going to ignore these grovelers. At least until we die. If the war ends first before we die, we'll do the session. But I'm hoping that we die so we don't have to do it. Oh, I didn't take this county completely. There's 2 castles here. Another war? Is this the same guy? I need to defend him. I need to defend him. He's putting dynasty members on his throne. I need to help him out. Okay, let's end this war. Come on, guys. The Byzantines they were nothing. You wiped the floor with them. Now let's end this quickly. My ally just turned the tide. He's at 63%. I'll keep the men raised and I'll get them marching. This is ridiculous, Gemang protests. As the keeper of the Emperor's personal collection, I have responsibility to ensure the quality. Quality of my brooch. He improves it. My friend Castamir has been hovering around my council meetings lately. Knowing his interest in matters of leadership, I cannot help but feel that the man is waiting for me to impress him. I could probably engage him in conversation. On the other hand, it might be better for him to simply see me interacting with my men. There is something to be said for at least pretending to know every soldier's face. He's already my friend. He doesn't need help with his opinion. Let's do this instead. Another call to war. See, this is what I was worried about. This is why I was worried about allying with the Jerusalem. Who's fighting them? Cairo. The king of Jerusalem has 20,000 men. The king of Cairo has 17,000 men. All these wars breaking out. I guess the AI is seeing the opportunity because I'm fighting the Byzantines. I guess the AI sees this as an opportunity to just start declaring wars everywhere. We're about to win. More fertility. Of course, more fertility. If it had anything but fertility, oh my god. It is better though. In prestige and men-at-arms maintenance. But I'm going to be losing some renown. Okay, you know what? I'm trading it. I'm thinking to myself, what if I do this fertility thing and then my son takes the throne, he gets that. That's just going to make my problems worse because he's going to start having kids out of control. I might have to get my son to take the... Or not take the vows. I might have to get my son to... I technically own I own a piece of this guy's duchy because I have this little holding right here that has my mine in it. So he's just gonna have to deal with it. He should consider himself lucky that he got a duchy at all. I'm gonna hold on to this. It's not gonna be for a long time, I know this. But it's a very valuable holding. It's on farmland and it's pretty developed already. I'm gonna trade this one for one of these up here. The one that only has 3 building slots. These I'll keep because they have a bunch of slots. So, goodbye, Dubrovitsia. Let's promote my culture here. And do I have to convert it? I do. It's gonna take 11 years. And my realm priest is gonna be busy. Really? It's gonna take him 11 years? He might as well do it. These other two will get converted by their owners, but I have to do this one. So I'm just gonna do it. We're not worried about taking any more land or anything. Our Freddy is about to die. He has cancer and he's infirm now, so let's salute to Freddy and do one last groveling session as well. Let's go just end this war for Jerusalem. Let's just end it single-handedly. I know my men their supplies are a little low, but I think we can win this war before attrition becomes a big problem. Same with these guys. I'm gonna resupply them at the capital, actually. So I lied, grovelers. I'm not doing it yet. Got the court officials. Getting court officials increased our domain limit by 1, so that's going to help our son, just in case he can't handle his dad's domain. And we're going to immediately start doing that other innovation. Let's get standing armies. And let's prepare our armies for future wars with the Byzantines, and possibly future wars with the Mongols, who are now bordering the Byzantines. Western Europe basically has to thank us, at least me and the Byzantines, for being just these walls to protect them against the Mongols. Because it's literally going to be up to us. And I don't even know how long the Byzantines will survive if they do start fighting them. So a lot of stuff going on now because of the Mongols. Let's hope the leader of the Mongols gets himself killed or something and his realm splits up. No, Hammy! Hammy ran away. I am outriding my dog, Hammy, beside me. Oh, I thought it said he was riding his dog. When he suddenly runs off into the hills, my retinue assures me he will come back. I'll be patient. Trust Hammy to return. We're too old to go chasing after dogs, Freddy. He came back. Every one of my allies is winning their wars here. No factions at all, not even peasants. I'm really hoping that this ends it, capturing their capital over here. That did it. We seized an artifact. You're welcome, Jerusalem. Daddy Frederick came and saved you. Okay, this army is resupplied. Uh-oh, is my niece sleeping around? She's not supposed to, she's... Oh, his dad hasn't died yet. Okay, I was about to say, that guy was in my court, but his dad hasn't died yet, so he hasn't inherited the Kingdom of Italy yet. His dad's still alive. So he's in my court. Two years ago, you promised to aid me in the Liberty War, yet so far you have done nothing to support me in this endeavor. I'm just about to get here, buddy. I will send your troops to aid immediately. That's what I'm doing. Got a bunch of prisoners. I'll deal with them all at once. Victory in that Liberty War, and we still have one more. With this lone count. This should end it right here. Only 15? A lot of the castles are pretty high developed now over here. Fort level is pretty high. Wow, Hammy's gonna cost me 900 gold. That's extortion right now. What wasn't chewed to bits was covered in excrement. Just a dog. I'm sticking up for Hammy. Do we want to become friends with this guy so he stresses out a little bit when we die? Yeah, sure, why not? I was scared for a second. I thought this was my son who was having twin boys. %. We just won it. And we're on death's doorstep. Come on, end the war. Any minute now. We completely blew off those grovelers. And we're just gonna wait until we die. The second that Freddy dies, I think that's where I'm gonna end the episode, so let's just let it happen. So we've grown quite a bit. Our progress in the Balkans is beginning. We've only just started. Well, I mean, we've been getting stuff over here, but our wars with the Byzantines have only just begun, so we're going to have to be fighting them a lot. We have to get up to here. And then the rest of this as well. And then it'll be wartime for... it'll be time to fight wars against Karelia. Did I designate my son the heir yet? I did. I designated him. Like, do this, I mean. Like, see? I did that for my first son. And she's pregnant again. Please, a daughter! Please! Oh my god, how pregnant is she? 3 months. Please, Freddy, die before she gives birth. Poor Freddy. Cancer and infirm, and a murderer and a deviant. Leave me be. I don't want any treatments. Now I'm befuddled. My dog is meeting another dog. Let's see, are they gonna go bang each other? Are they gonna go fight each other? And we died. Okay, so good. I can't believe I just said that, but yes, good. We're ready. This is good. Emperor Freddy IV of Bohemia's soul has been finally cast to hell at 75 years of age. He died of cancer, one famous for his looks. Fate cursed him with a life long enough to witness his beauty slowly wither away. Emperor Frederick ascends to the throne, having mastered many skills. He is sure to be admired by his subjects. Absolutely. He's taken the throne at 40, which isn't which isn't too bad. With the passing of my father, Emperor Frederick, the responsibility to lead the vast empire now falls upon my shoulders. I stand before my vassals, adjust my new crown, and glance down. Oh, the things that I will accomplish. Apparently, he can handle his dad's domain limit. Does this mean he was a good boy? We're not going to play anymore, because I don't want to find out what she's carrying this episode. I'm nervous. $38 stewardship. So it looks like, just from looking at this screen, that opinions aren't bad. He just needs architect. The only thing is if I get into the stewardship lifestyle, I'm not only just going to be able to get architect, I'm going to have to get architect and maybe like one or two more. So we're going to have to stay in stewardship just for a minute. I want to get architect. That's the only thing I really want. We're kind of we're going to be forced to get some other perks, but let's at least get architect and then we'll get out of this. At least he got divided attention. Grovelers haven't come a-knocking. Let's do one more event and then I'll end it, guys, because we're getting a little long and I'm kind of dragging this out. Lately, I can't help but notice a gaggle of giggling maidens and usually austere warriors gathering in dark alcoves to listen enraptured to a book. Today, I have finally cornered Lambert with the book in his hands. It is clearly a licentious text, filled to the brim with sensuous temptations, earthly seductions, and supple bosoms. I am silent while I ponder the probable reaction of Patriarch Ogier, and Lambert stares at me in apprehension. This option is available due to your high learning skill. I gain 300 learning lifestyle. Yeah. And I can hold court. We can listen to grovelers. I'm not going to do that now. We'll save it for the next episode, everybody, because that is going to do it for this one. And I am noticing that Karelia is fighting a civil war right here. Let's hope that they stay a kingdom. Let's hope that this kingdom stays in my dynasty. Because it looks like there's a war going on here. But anyway, I'm noticing things. That is going to be the end of this episode, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that thumbs up button down at the bottom of the video. Leave your comments. Let me know what you thought. Give me your input. All that good stuff. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, become an awesome lord or lady, and join us for future episodes of Bohemian Rhapsody. Anyway, I'll see you for episode 59, guys, and I hope to see you there. But until then, have a good one, guys.